Got started, got developed.
Every one of the contractors up in Canada, I think, are really, really passionate about making awesome bucking horses and good bred, good built, the ones you want to get on.
The typical look for a Canadian bucking horse is a great, big, soggy, feather-footed.
They're a bigger made horse, maybe because of the cruel winters we have. We feed them a lot.
They're tough, strong, built right, good bone, good feet. Our winter up in Canada does not negotiate. They got to be built for the weather and ready to roll.
They're bigger, feather-footed, big mane, lots of them have white feet, and they're buck.
I'm pretty stoked when I get to draw a Canadian kid on one of my horses. Growing up, learning to ride broncs in Canada, we got spoiled a little bit.
You get on young horses for the first few years of your career, and then you see the kids that were getting on them again here at the Yellow Chutes. It's like you grew up together with them.
So they know all these horses as they were coming up. These horses were coming up, and I've been on that horse.
Lots of power. Good ride for Jaco Roper. What a horse. Isn't he amazing?
Virgil is a very charismatic horse. He's big, he's strong, and when he gets out there and he does his thing, and I love how he makes his lap, his head's up high, his hair's just flowing. He's a cool dude.
Man, good start. Great ride by Victor. Oh, my goodness.
The bucking horse of the year, Explosive Skies. This is my 5th time I've had her. I can honestly say it's probably the rankest horse I've ever crawled on, and I've been on a lot of them.
Explosive Skies, she exemplifies what we're trying to create at the Calgary Stampede Ranch. Just to maintain that sort of a level, that's what we're going to try to do, and really want to provide a good product and keep producing world champions like Explosive Skies. Getting to be a pickup man at the NFR, having the best seat of the house to watch these horses buck. It's amazing to watch them perform at this level.
You can't go wrong with a Canadian horse. They're everything you want, and some. They're going to give you a shot no matter what age, what breed they are, what gender. You got a Canadian horse by your name, you got a chance for the pay window, guaranteed.
Well, whether it's Canada night or not, the Canadians always seem to put on a pretty good show when they come to Las Vegas during the National Finals Rodeo. Well, if you're a fan of the hit TV show Yellowstone, I think you will definitely recognize this next gentleman that's joining Haley and I on the show. Mo brings plenty. Man, thanks for joining us here on Western Sports Roundup.
Ty, Haley, it's such an honor to be here with both of you.
Man, I'm so glad you're here, and fun to get a chance to catch up with you before we get into go-around number 9. Mo, I want you to kind of share with people at home, because the hat, the cowboy hat, you don't just play a cowboy on TV on Yellowstone. I mean, this is truly your family, your history, your heritage. You grew up being a cowboy.
Yes, sir. You got to earn this deal where I come from, and so I stretched a lot of miles of fence and take down fences and been on horses and walked home a lot too, following the horse back home. And so been down that road and just love this way of life, the values and virtues of it, the unity, just to what we represent is so amazing. There's such a great deal of diversity in this Western world, and so it's welcoming to everyone.
So you're a big part of Yellowstone, and that's been a huge deal. How cool is it to see it evolutionize the Western way of life? It's now mainstream, and it hasn't always been.
Bringing a lot of support into this industry.
Absolutely, Mo. And as we take it back inside the arena for a minute, you were just talking about the American Indian heritage and stuff. And I want to know from you, how cool is that for you to watch the Thomas and Mack every night in Las Vegas and watch guys like Derek Begay and Eric Rogers and some of those that continue that Native American tradition for you right here at the Las Vegas at the National Finals?
It's so awesome and I know what it does to our young people. I mean, to see the representation there, it's so awesome. But then again, too, I look at like individuals like Jess Pope and all them. I mean, again, this is a human being industry, and it happens to be Western. Yeah. And so it's such a wonderful thing to see all of us together and standing side by side, helping each other out, cheering each other on. I mean, so it's just a great atmosphere.
I want to take it over to the breakaway with Danielle Lohman. She brings the energy every time. How similar is that to y'all's culture of just really being so passionate about her
There's
career?
a lot of similarities. I mean, you can't beat it. And so when you get to see a little bit of that, you get to see a little bit of Indian country. And so it's awesome.
Boy, she does put on a show. She definitely put on a show for 2 days at the National Finals Rodeo Breakaway Open. Mo, I'm actually going to put you on the spot here for a second, but I know this will be easy for you because you're a big fan of rodeo just like I am. But is there anybody that, A, you're excited to watch tonight in round 9 and round 10? Or even better yet, is there somebody, maybe even a couple of them that you've picked out like, man, I'd like to see him or her win world titles?
I'll be up front. I look at Eric Rogers, Derek Begay, obviously, and I feel that they're due. They're definitely due, and that race is so tight. The door's still wide open. And I just I have a lot of buddies. Tim O'Connell, Jess Pope, Rocker Steiner, all them guys. And, of course, it was a bummer for me to see Stetson Wright have to bow. But I look at what Kai Hamilton has done. That's such an amazing story in itself, and just what he's been doing here while he's here. And then, of course, you got Sage and all them guys in the saddle bronc. So I just love the whole story and the races that are going on and the excitement that's building as we're getting closer to the 10th round.
It really has. I think this is one of the most historical national finals rodeos we've had, but I want to take it back to you personally. You have a lot of influence right here, and you can do so much with your power, but how important is it to you to make a name for yourself for the kids and really exemplify that?
It's very important because, again, I know what this industry has done for me. I'm just a reservation kid. You can take the kid off the reservation, but you can never get the reservation out of the kid. And I look at the individuals that I looked up to, such as Howard Hunter Sr., who's made several trips to the NFR and an amazing saddle bronc rider. I looked at him like a father figure, and Bud Longbreak and others, and now these young guys today that are doing the same thing. And so to utilize this platform to share with those that don't fully understand how legit this way of life is, I'm hoping that we can open that door up a little bit more and show them that they are welcome. Come experience it so you get a better understanding. And so it's we feed America, we feed the world. It's not about rodeo, it's about agriculture as well. And so we got to look out for our folks that are farmers and ranchers. And so it's a big thing for me, and this is what this platform's for.
Well, and isn't that the truth? I love getting words from this guy. His wisdom never ceases to amaze, that is for sure, and his heart is just as big as well. Mo brings plenty. Thanks for joining us here on the show.
It's a great honor. Thank you all, and you're all doing a wonderful job. Keep up the great work.
Absolutely. Mo brings plenty. One of the stars of Yellowstone joining us here on Western Sports Roundup. Stay with us. We've got lots more to get to right here in the NFR Fan Zone in front of the Thomas and Mack.
Every December, the next generation of rodeo stars makes their way to Las Vegas to compete in the Yeti Junior World Finals. More than 800 youth contestants will chase the championship buckles in 9 events, including bull riding, team roping, tie-down roping, steer wrestling, barrel racing, breakaway, pole bending, saddle bronc riding, and bareback riding. Competitions are held daily inside the Wrangler Rodeo Arena. The Yeti Junior World Finals. Rodeo's next up.
Nutrition is my passion. My formulas come from over 50 years of experience. Every product contains my unique blend of micronutrients. My focus is health from the inside out.
The Sand Hills Stock Show and Rodeo.
Some of the best cowboys and cowgirls in the world.
The best PRCA National Finals Rodeo qualifier in the Permian Basin. January 4th through the 13th at the Ector County Coliseum. Brought to you by your Texas Ford dealer.
This bull can be awfully rank. It says 8 seconds on the board.
The Sand Hills Stock Show and Rodeo. Don't miss it.
Pro Fantasy Rodeo is paying $10,000 every night of the National Finals Rodeo, plus a champion silver buckle for the first place team every night. The highest daily team overall wins $10,000. For only $14.95, you can get a daily team every round for your shot to win a piece of the guaranteed $100,000. Playing is easy. Just pick a contestant in each event for your team. Sit back, relax, and cheer. Don't miss out on a chance to win. Head to ProFantasyRodeo.com and pick your teams today.
I'm Kirby Schnorr, and this is Janie Johnson, and guess what? We're back. Everybody's favorite show is back on the Cowboy Channel, the NFR Tailgate Party. Live every day during NFR from the Cowboy Channel stage at Cowboy Christmas. All the best things, cocktails, rodeo athletes. You never know what we're going to have up our sleeve.
So for 10 days straight, we're having a party in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Join us for all the fun, the NFR Tailgate Party on the Cowboy Channel.
Western Sports Roundup is brought to you by Rock and Roll Denim. Live boldly. Live in Rock and Roll Denim.
The National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame in Fort Worth, Texas, honors and celebrates women past and present whose lives exemplify the courage, resilience, and independence that helped shape the West. Betty Gale Cooper Ratliff truly exemplified the cowgirl spirit as a competitor, coach, and director within the WPRA. The National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame is honored to present the Fast Time Award during the Wrangler National Finals Breakaway Roping in honor of Betty Gale Cooper Ratliff.
Sarah Angeloni is the Betty Gale Cooper Ratliff recipient. She was 1.7 seconds in round number 10 to achieve that. There was also a few other 1.7 second runs, but the tiebreaker was who won the most money throughout the finals, and Sarah Angeloni came for that.
Good boy, she really did. Of course, that's not the only award we want to tell you a little bit about. Don't forget about the Jerry Ann Taylor Award. That's the best dressed cowgirl during the National Finals Rodeo. You can vote daily at WPRA.com. You can scan that QR code as well. That all ends tonight because we will know who the champion is tomorrow of the Jerry Ann Taylor Best Dressed Cowgirl Award. So remember, just 1 year ago, Margot Crowther, first trip to the National Finals Rodeo, she ended up winning that Best Dressed Award. So don't forget about that. Go to WPRA.com as we welcome you back here to Western Sports Roundup, the NFR Fan Zone. We've been talking a lot about the Trenton Montero and his family. Of course, his fellow bareback rider Mason Clements, who is here at the National Finals Rodeo competing this year. In fact, here's a little more about what Mason Clements has to say and some of the things going on with Trenton Montero.
The Trenton Montero Foundation started because of a contestant that lost his life in the arena, Trenton Montero. It hit a lot of us, especially bareback riders. I think it impacted the entire rodeo world. Just the tragedy that truly can happen in the arena. So that really brought all of us bareback riders together, you know, and to sit at the table and talk about when this happens, where's the help? How does Maria and Noah go on now? How does anybody go on now? And can we make it better? Not that an amount of money will ever change anything, but the resources that they would need or anybody else will need going forward is tough to find, you know, and we got everybody together and we sat at the table and discussed how we make it better. And I just told the guys, like, there needs to be a foundation to support these families when this happens. It's time for a change, and it's time for, you know, everybody does step up, but let's make sure that it's going to the right place 100% of the time. We just felt that it was time that we needed more of those resources for the cowboy. You know, a lot of other industries and sports have that, and it's one thing that I feel like it was very important for us to have. You sacrifice everything to be here, and it's not a long career. And it's fast and dirty and gritty, so it was time for a change. We wanted those resources to be available, so that's what the Trenton Montero Foundation is going to make happen for Maria and Noah, first and foremost, and for Trenton's name to continue in rodeo, and, you know, for the next person, the next family that it's needed for, it's there and it'll be ready to go. It's hard to say it, but it's gonna happen. It's a dangerous physical sport, and it can happen any given day in any arena. So we got together, created this foundation, and really within the last 2 months we, you know, put together a nonprofit as best we could, and holy smokes, like, it was a lot of work, and I had no idea what we were really getting into, but now that we're here and we're off the ground, and when there's hardship, catastrophic injury, death, you know, we're here to give you that financial support. And moving forward with it, we're going to move into, you know, the mental health side of it, the resources for that, how you're going to file your taxes the next year, how you're going to go forward financially and mentally. Really, it's going to be the whole show. So Patrick Gotch presented this to us in Sioux Falls and said, I'd like to really help the Cowboys make some more income out at the NFR. You know, you busted your butt all year long, and I'd like to help you guys put some more money in your pockets. And how about these trading cards? And, you know, a portion of it will go to you, the athlete. And then I spoke up in this meeting and asked him if he'd be willing to put another portion of it back to the Trenton Montero Foundation. So as soon as he said, absolutely, I love that idea, it's incredible how many contestants said, I want my portion back to the foundation as well. A couple different ways people can support the foundation is coming over here to the Cowboy Channel booth at Cowboy Christmas and buy the trading cards, or you can go to TrentMontero.com and it will have a page in there that you can, it does have a page in there that you can go fill out and donate straight to the foundation as well. So I can't thank Cowboy Channel enough, Patrick Gotch, his team, for everything that they've been doing for this. This is incredible. I couldn't be happier to be a part of this.
Well, the cards are going to a portion of the Montero family. It features 15 athletes from 8 events, $149.99 plus $20 shipping and handling. But if you get them right here at Las Vegas at the Convention Center, you can forgo that $20 shipping and handling, can't you, Ty?
Absolutely. Of course, it'd be a lot of fun, too. You can trade cards just like they used to do in the old baseball trading card days. That was the idea behind this. And, of course, remember, it was a handful of nights ago that all the bareback riders in honor of Trenton Montero wore blue shirts a few nights ago. They're actually auctioning all those shirts off. They all signed them, autographed them, and auctioned them off at the Westgate Hotel and Westgate Hotel today. Proceeds from that going to the Montero family. Of course, the Facebook page also from Barstow Pro Rodeo Equipment. That continues through the National Finals Rodeo. So lots to be able to help the Montero family, that is for sure. As we welcome you back in here to our set here on Western Sports Roundup here in the NFR Fan Zone. Well, folks, you've been seeing some signs around Las Vegas. What's the beef? Well, Nikki Callison from the Oklahoma Beef Council joins us now on the show to hopefully kind of enlighten us a little bit and tell us what's going on. Nikki, first of all, thanks for joining us here on the show. But seriously, what is the beef? What's the beef going on?
Well, as a rancher and a member of the Oklahoma Beef Council, we are thrilled to sponsor the NFR broadcast and partner with our friends at the Texas and Nebraska Beef Councils to bring this broadcast through the Beef Checkoff. And we are just really excited to do that. We feel like that the NFR and beef is a great fit, and want people to go and look at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. It's a great resource for all things recipes, nutrition, and definitely stories about our great Western heritage and cattle production.
This is a great place for it because even some contestants won't even eat chicken before their rides because they're nervous about it. So they're definitely having beef for dinner. But this is a really important mission to you, isn't it?
It is definitely an important mission. My brothers used to say, we don't rope it, we don't ride it, we don't eat it. So definitely not the chicken. Beef, it is what's for dinner. And we love what we're able to do as cattle producers in America and feeding the world. And beefitswhatsfordinner.com really gives people a way to use all those different cuts and celebrate NFR and our Western way of life.
Well, and the Beef Council is so important to our way of life, too, because, I mean, heck, Nikki, when you think about that, I mean, that's farmers and ranchers alike, which is a lot about what we talk about, not only here on the Cowboy Channel, but our sister station, too, as well at RFD TV. So, I mean, beef is very, very important to our Western way of life.
Definitely important. It's part of our Western heritage. And the nutritional value and the taste's amazing. It is like no other protein. And we know that we have a great product with many, many options, everything from a juicy burger to pot roast to a ribeye steak that I'm hoping to have after the rodeo. So definitely a great product, and we appreciate the Cowboy Channel and what they do for the beef industry.
Well, we appreciate you, Nikki. Thank you for joining us on Western Sports Roundup today. It's been nice knowing what the beef is, you know.
Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely. Nikki Callison joining us here on the show. By the way, she knows a little something about rodeo. Those brothers she was talking about of hers, that is Cord and Jet McCoy. So some pretty good rough stock contestants right there. Not only the PBR World Finals, but the National Finals Rodeo as well. Stay with us on Western Sports Roundup. We've got a lot more to get to. We'll do that on the other side of this quick timeout.
iconic staple here in Fort Worth. And we've done hats from everybody from movie stars to Nashville stars to the biggest rodeo stars. And also for the very first time hat buyer that feels like a star when they leave here.
Our next superstar out of the gate is making a name in a hurry. It's all about having that extra kick. I don't think the rest of the field is going to be catching up anytime soon. Look at the power. Look at the agility. Look at the steel. You want a winner, folks? Take a look right here. This champion knows how to make it look easy. Wow, what a ride. Fans, we know you love Tough. Mahindra.
Our tough-to-beat deals are here. Get 0% and no payments for 90 days on all tractors.
Welcome to the legendary South Point Casino and Hotel and 17 years of the World Series of Team Roping.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the South Point Hotel and Casino. I'm looking at some numbers here, and it's pretty remarkable. The numbers that I'm looking at have nothing to do with the payout of the team roping, but it has everything to do with the people that are coming up the escalator here at the South Point into the Equestrian Center. We're talking about 130,811 people just over the course of the last few days. We peaked out at 30,000 people on Saturday and 16,500 people up the stairs yesterday. So the trade show in here is just amazing. To all of the vendors that are on the concourse, back in our trade show, all the way back on the top side of the arena, it's just phenomenal. So if you're out there and you want to come down and do some great Christmas shopping, this is the place to be. Thousands of people through the doors here at the South Point, all here to shop and to watch the biggest team roping in the world. Friends, I'm Drew Stewart. It is the Erie World Series of Team Roping finale, and we're going to go right now to the top 5 in our 12.5 finale.
This is when it starts getting big and deep and lots of money from the 8th high team back. We're going to go to Saskatchewan and Manitoba, Canada. A 7.9 right here. That is going to win them 5th. We move to the top 4 right now. It's going to be Chance Clipper Heelan for David Winden. We're talking about Michigan and Texas right here. Time is 6:80. Moves them up a long ways from 18th all the way to 4th. We had a tie for 2nd and 3rd. We're talking about Caitlin Kopp and Jake Cripps right here. They're going to be a 7:42 on this one with a 31 and 62, and also this team with a 31-62. We did this a couple times this week. It's going to be Cole Searles and Tucker Muskrat, the Texans. They're going to win 2nd and 3rd, a split there. And then here is the high team back. The Twins from Casa Grande, Arizona. Trevor Nolan on the front side, his twin brother Trey on the backside. Let's watch it one more time. These guys roped a sharp game. They're a 28.79 total. They had some time to do it, but they wasted none here in the short round with a 6.75, and we caught up with them at the Preferred Sports Desk with their dad, Daniel.
This is truly about legacy right here. 2008, Daniel.
Yep, 2008.
And you guys won, what, 160,000?
165,000. 82,500, man.
And you've got your twin boys up here.
Yep, Bob Ferguson and I won that, yes. My twin boys are here today.
272,000.
That's right.
What do you think, Dad?
I'm excited.
It's pretty special, isn't it? You've got two good boys right here.
Yeah, sure do. Thank you.
Gentlemen, talk to me a little bit.
Well, I didn't even come up here and heel at all. I just headed this week, and
hadn't had any luck. Even Vegas week back home, hadn't had any luck, and I'd much rather win this than any of those, though. So
yeah. Trayvon?
Yeah.
What do you think, brother?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I hope so.
Yeah.
Man, so you guys, what do we have to be, 9?
Yeah.
You were not 9 in the short round. You guys were a 675, and you had 9. You had 9.7 or 9 seconds to work with your 675. This is as tough a 12 roping ever. 797, 726, 681, and a 675.
Why safety up, right?
Why safety up? More money's been lost safetying up than it ever has been won.
Go for it.
That's it. Tell me about being twins. Tell me what's it like. It's got to be special for you two guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, you're born with your best friend, so.
Yeah. Are you guys inseparable? Like, what's it like? You together all the time?
Yeah, we work together with each other every day, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Trey, does he ever let you talk?
Yeah, I don't talk much.
Oh man. Okay. The twin deal, Daniel's got to be really, really special. Raising boys like this.
For sure.
Tell me from a father's perspective what it's like. From a father's perspective, raising guys like this.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Every day you got 2 boys, special.
Yeah.
So we have a great time. We all work together, together every day. Can't beat it.
Well, as we take a look at all of the money right here, a total of $1.669750. That's in the millions. The winner's going home with $272,000, and that is going to move us down to the Gist Silversmith 11.5 add-on. In 5th place in this one right here, it's Phil Burris and none other than our old buddy Chase Massengale. They're going to get a piece of the action when we move down to the number 4. This is the key card 11.5, 4th place from the 8 high back position. Milner Lucero is going to heel that one down, and we move down to the top 3 right here. Jamie Markham, she is a winner. Bryce Stafford on the backside. They're going to be 805 right here. That is going to move them from 6th up to 3rd in the roping, and that is going to move us down to the top 2 here in our Gist Silversmith add-on roping. Jordan Outlaw, Jace Outlaw, keeping it in the family in Texas. They're going to be 896, and that moves us to the number 1 team. We're talking about the Fuchs family right here from Santa Rosa, New Mexico. They're going to be 743 in a great run here in the short round. As we watch it one more time, they're going to go home with a pile of money and our 11.5 key card advantage. As you take a look right here, the Fuchs is going to go home with $67,770. The Outlaws, it was a family affair here in this $326,000 payout in our key card advantage event brought to you by our friends at Gist Silversmith. Well, everybody, you see me looking at my phone here. I'm on Global Roping app. You can get it on iOS and the Apple Store. Of course, you can download it on Google Play as well. Taking a look here, so far, we're over $7 million paid out here at the Area World Series of Team Roping Finale. Big congratulations to the winners of that 12.5 Area Finale. That roping paid out $1.672 million. And tomorrow we've got the Big 11 roping brought to you by our friends at Equine Hemp Solutions. Folks, make sure you tune in to WSTroping.com. You can click there and go watch the pay-per-view. You don't want to miss any of the action from here at the South Point Hotel and Casino. The Area World Series of Team Roping number 17.
Welcome to the legendary South Point Casino and Hotel and 17 years of the World Series of Team Roping.
Money that those guys and gals can win over there at the World Series Team Roping at the South Point. But let's get to something that we haven't really talked about all week is the Justin Sports Medicine update. I feel like it's been fairly light compared to other years.
I agree with that completely, and that is a great thing that we've not had a whole lot of big reports coming out of there. We do have a couple from the last few days. One of those, of course, you saw it last night with Leighton Green as that horse came down on his leg. Of course, Leighton went to the Justin Sports Medicine trainer's room to get treated for a thoracic contusion and strain over there on that leg. So tough luck for him, but he is scheduled to be back tonight. So he'll be cowboying up, that is for sure. Big thanks to the Justin Sports Medicine team and what they do to get these guys back. But from a couple of nights ago, Orrin Larson dealing with a right knee sprain, and I think it's when he got bucked off this horse and actually got kicked right here at the end of the ride.
Yes, this poor guy cannot catch a break when it comes to the National Finals Rodeo. Last year he was hurt as well, and oh my goodness, that just doesn't make you shudder right there at how painful that looks. But unfortunately, Orrin Larson, he will be Massey suffering from that knee sprain right there. And there's a couple of other guys on the injury report. We've got 2 new injuries, 26 athletes needed treatment, 88 total treatments, and not all of those are serious. It could be somebody going to get a Band-Aid or going to get some chiropractic work. So not all 88 of those total treatments are detrimental, of course.
Yeah, and as we looking ahead to round number 9, like I said at the beginning of that, I'm thankful the fact that we don't have a laundry list long of contestants being treated there in that Justin Sports Medicine room. A big thank you to the Justin Sports Medicine crew and what they do. Of course, you can check out the Justin Sports Medicine program to be able to help injured cowboys. That is for sure very, very important to our rodeo world. That is for sure. Stay with us. We'll be back with more Western Sports Roundup in just a moment.
Here they come. They're born to buck. They've got bloodlines that prove that they will buck.
Explosive skies. Bucking horse of the year. Yippee Kabiz. This horse bucks. He's got business girl. He's a little nasty. Come along. You can't jump any higher. He's got soap bubbles. Wild Cherry. Now we've got a bar set, and it is very hot.
Life is like a puzzle. Alone, the pieces mean nothing. Yet all the elements for success are right in front of you. Discipline, hard work, vision, and grit. One piece at a time. One mistake, one lesson, and one win at a time. It's then, when all these elements come together, that your masterpiece is revealed.
2024 and a new PRCA rodeo season on the Cowboy Channel are just around the corner. It all kicks off with the National Western Stock Show, followed by the 5 rodeos in the Texas Swing. Every performance, every day will be right here or on the Cowboy Channel Plus app. 100 performances in 104 days, starting on January 6th. Don't miss it.
Did you know that the average number of flowers on each float is 65,000 flowers on each float? It's crazy.
It's time for your Vetericen top 3 headlines that you need to know here on Western Sports Roundup. Of course, they're brought to you by Vetericen. Clean, treat, heal, advancing animal wellness. You can find all their info at vetericen.com.
Our top headline of the day is tying a record. Tyler Wade and Wesley Thorpe. Hey, if you can't beat a record, you might as well tie it. 3.3 seconds to be lightning fast last night in round number 8.
And in just a couple moments, our very own Fanchon Stinger is going to catch up with Dave Duquette from Western Justice to get us all up to date on what's going on in the state of California, from saving rodeo, and not just rodeo, saving every kind of horse-related events that there is out there. And this is big. You're going to want to stay tuned.
You are definitely going to want to stay tuned. The Justin Sports Medicine Report was also a big top story for us. Leighton Green, Orrin Larson, Stetson Wright, and 85 other people have gone to the Justin Sports Medicine team.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, glad to tell you that list is not that long. As I just mentioned about Fanchon Stinger joining us here on the show, she had the opportunity earlier this week to catch up with Dave Duquette from Western Justice. Here's more.
There have been a lot of questions and concerns surrounding the proposed ban on Western sports in the city of Los Angeles. This week, there was a move by the city council that has been misreported by many media outlets. So we want to make sure that all of you know exactly what happened and you know exactly what the next steps are. I am bringing into this very important conversation a dear friend. Dave Duquette is the founder and president of Western Justice. And Dave, a lot of us have been following this very closely because this is an issue that affects this entire industry and people's ability to sustain their families and their income. So thank you for the fight that you have waged.
You bet.
Update us on where we are, because this misinformation that has been spread by certain outlets is doing a lot of damage.
You know, the interesting part was they took away the original
ordinance was squashed, and it came back, and the reality is now Bob Blumenfield, the one councilman that wants to push this, is having to go back, and he can't be disingenuous because for a long time he said he wasn't trying to ban rodeo, and we knew he was because the implements that he was banning would ban rodeo. Now he's going to come back. It has to get this guy. This was actually the best outcome we could have expected because we knew it wasn't just going to go away. So the reality is this is the best outcome. It kicked all the way back to the city attorney, but they're going to do a ban on, they're going to submit a ban on rodeo as defined by the state statute. And then the next sentence, and it listed all the rodeo events, and then the next sentence was they were going to let Sharia and the Bill Pickett, any ethnic group, he was trying to gain favors with the ethnic groups. Any ethnic group was going to be able to still do all of their, their traditional stuff. Well, in the next sentence was that as long as they didn't do what was in the first paragraph.
So it's a trap, basically.
Trap.
And I want to kind of update people who may be just coming into this issue. The city of Los Angeles proposed a ban on all Western sports, particularly rodeo, because they were accusing Western sports of harming animals.
Exactly.
All of us that are close to this sport, we know that is not true. And what we found out in some of the discovery is that many of the council members had not even read many of the regulations and rules that surround the sport. So the commissioner of the PBR said, Sean Gleason, he said, this was a ban on issues that don't exist, and the actual ordinance would do more harm than good. So can you address that?
The ordinance would ban, just about every event in LA, the way it's written, as far as not jumping and things like that.
Right.
Because what they tried to do is they tried to cut, make it so it's just rodeo now. But the reality is they say in there that any roping event, any roping use, so anything that you catch, first they say anything you catch use a rope to catch an animal with and knock it down, and then says or rope and subdue an animal in any way.
Well, it's been very interesting because, as we know, we love our animals in this sport. They are some of the most well cared for animals on the planet. If you love animals, you should automatically be a fan of Western sports because of the level of care that these animals receive. They're part of the family when they're, for stock contractors. And as a bull owner, that's a very sensitive topic for me as well. So I want to kind of talk about what has happened. It's kind of boomeranged because now we're seeing so many people come together across not just different disciplines, but different experiences, ethnicities, backgrounds. This has been a beautiful display of consolidation.
It really was unbelievable because Monica Rodriguez, one of the councilwomen that's been there since she was a young staffer in her 20s, and she's in her 50s now as a councilwoman. She made a very impassioned speech, and she said that this body needs to take into consideration and really pay attention to the fact that there's never been this much cultural diversity come together in solidarity to oppose one thing and on one issue. She said this body has never seen that, and we had 100 charros standing out front on horseback, and there was probably 20 protesters it was getting pretty lively out there for a while. I wasn't out there. I got inside, luckily. But yeah, it was amazing. The city council the chamber holds about 350 people. They blocked it off. We had 1,200 people show up there.
That's amazing.
On a Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock.
Wow.
1,200 people showed up. We had the Compton Cowboys. We had Bill Pickett representing. We had several black actors that were, Glenn Turman, Reginald T. Dorsey, several of them from the Buffalo Soldiers. So we had a sea of black, brown, and white in there, all in solidarity on this one issue.
And that's another beautiful thing about Western sports is it really has the power to bring people together around the love of something that's so foundational to our country and to the freedoms that we all enjoy here in America. So it's just so beautiful. So we just want to make sure it's clear that to everyone watching, the ban did not pass in the city of Los Angeles. They're taking it back. They're going to readdress this. And Western Justice now has a bigger chance to basically put this thing to bed and kill it. So tell us what the next step is.
The next step is going to be that the city goes back to the city attorney to redraft it. Then it goes to committee. And Blumenfield was very miffed that it was going to committee because two of the committee members of the three on that committee are on our side. And it could get squashed in committee, but they also, what was really bothering Blumenfield, he didn't want any stakeholders to have anything to say. And that's what he did from the beginning. He never called or allowed stakeholders to have any voice in what he did almost 4 years ago when he started this.
So now the stakeholders have a voice, and those stakeholders are representing you. They're representing all of us who understand the importance of these sports.
Yeah.
Well, the word is out. We know what we need to do to come together. One thing we know how to do is come together and make our voices heard. So make sure you do that. What is the website?
www.westernjustice.info.
westernjustice.info. Let's get behind this movement. Let's make sure that this ban on Western sports does not pass in the city of Los Angeles. Dave, thank you so much for what you're doing. God bless you, and we will definitely be behind you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
You won't find any rodeo stars here. No roaring crowds, just hard-working people tackling tough jobs with their Mahindra. Folks who may never take home the gold buckle, but they get to work their own land with steel. And that feeling is tough to beat.
Our tough to beat deals are here. Get 0% and no payments for 90 days on all Mahindra tractors and 0% for 36 months on Roxor.
For 88 years, our little town of St. Paul, Oregon has been putting on the nation's greatest 4th of July rodeo. Welcome to the St. Paul Rodeo.
Agriculture. It's the backbone of our great country. America depends on your hard work, your early mornings, your late nights. At Specialty Risk Insurance, we recognize you. As one of the top agribusiness insurance agencies in the nation, we want to protect you. Call or visit us online today.
Rallying strongly, Jason.
Inside Big Blue, though, coming on fast.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
What a horse that Reliance Ranch has raised right there.
There's his Bobby Mode and lead on. Big Blue, though, coming on fast on the far outside. Big Blue comes after play, and it's going to be Big Blue.
Sending in Rev Hot Red Bull Reliance Ranch horse hot from the back end.
Our friends over at Pivot Bio bring to us our pivotal moments. Last night, our pivotal moment was Tyler Wade and Wesley Thorpe going 3.3 seconds to tie the arena record as well as the world record.
Oh, it is a pivotal moment. I'll tell you, they're 4th in the average right now. Wesley, number 1 in the world standings, which is where he came in to the NFR, kind of bounced around a little bit back and forth. Tyler, his header, number 2 in the world standings. So definitely a pivotal moment last night in go round number 8. Hey, that's going to wrap it up for us here on Western Sports Roundup. Be sure and stay tuned. The pre-show is coming your way right after us, and then it's go round number 9. Haley Novak, I'm Ty McClary. Thanks for watching. Pre-show's next.
It's been great raising my family and growing my business here in Cheyenne. With Wyoming's favorable tax structure, we're able to keep more of what we earn.
Having grown up in Cheyenne, I know that I'll always call Wyoming home. There's a sense of community here that you won't find anywhere else.
Here you're surrounded by opportunities. You can enjoy the outdoors, hang out with friends, and grow professionally. So if you're looking to relocate, Cheyenne should be at the top of your list.
Art of the Cowgirl 2024, January 17th through the 21st in Arizona. Kimes Ranch World's Greatest Horsewoman, presented by Western Horsemen. Wrangler All-Women's Ranch Rodeo, presented by Cowgirl Magazine. Merck Animal Health Breakaway Roping, presented by Kimes Ranch. Elite Horse Sale, Cowdog Trial, workshops and clinics, artisan horsemanship demonstrations, silent art auction, trade show, live music, and more. Tickets on sale now at artofthecowgirl.com.
Hi, I'm Janie Johnson, and I'm getting ready to kick off my very first season of rancher. I actually grew up on a cattle ranch just outside of Canyon, Texas, and to be honest, as I've gotten older, I've grown to appreciate it even more. Some of the greatest memories of my entire life have been out on that ranch with my family. But what I'm looking forward to the most with this show is learning how other people do it, specifically these women that are changing the Western industry. I'm ready to learn everything that they have to teach me and to share it with you guys on this great show, Rancher.
They have Christmas down in Mexico, a lot of places that you want to go. Here is something that you don't know. Santa's gonna do the mambo. Mambo, Santa, mambo. Mambo, Santa, mambo. Mambo, Santa, mambo. Mambo, mambo if you can. Mambo, mambo if you can. Mambo, mambo if you can.
The following is a special presentation of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association and the Cowboy Channel.
Number one in the world, number one in the average.
This right here, Brittany Posey, Tanazi, and Betty, this is the story of the year. There's a reason she's already a two-time world champion. She can ride any type of horse, but Benny and her are the ultimate team this year. They have a lead in the average by over half a second.
Been a huge lead
the fastest time we have seen.
Seventh in the average, number two in the world.
This Sage Newman is a bronc riding machine. $300 behind Zeke, but that's 14.5 points.
Hey, he just keeps chipping away. He's hanging right in there. Well, Zeke's number one in the average coming in and number one in the world.
He's going to have a little something to say before these guys are done. Holy cow, they tied. They probably hate it, but this is so much fun for us.
Right in the heat of the championship battle right here, out of the way, Wesley Thorpe. Fifth in that average, they missed one. But they got to steer tonight when they go around. And that helps you when you're wanting to win a world championship. 3-3. Whoa!
That's going to match the arena record.
Holy cow.
If you're wanting to win a world championship, you got to win go-arounds, and they just put the go-around lead way out there.
It certainly is a December to remember. The 65th edition of the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo has been one for the memory bank and the record books. And welcome everybody to the Cowboy Channel bar here in Thomas Mack, round number 9. Only 2 rounds to go before we crown champions. Trevor Brazil, Justin McKee. And Trevor, this has been the National Finals Rodeo where a lot of records have been broken, and my goodness, the memories we're going to leave here with are off the charts.
Well, you name it. Records in the arena as far as times, money records, which we're always breaking with the way rodeo's growing, but just those iconic records, when you talk about the ones we're going to be talking about in the barrel racing, those are really iconic records to be breaking.
It's been unreal, and the best is yet to come. The final 2 rounds, always the most exciting. Before we get into the competition, because once we get started, there ain't no going back. Want to invite everybody, New Year's morning, right here on the Cowboy Channel and RFD TV, the Rose Bowl Parade. And that is a grand tradition that we've had here at Rural Media Group. Looking forward to it. It's the year of the cowgirl. Speaking of Brittany Posey and some of the top barrel racing cowgirls, they're going to be there. Charmaine James may make an appearance on the float. So make sure you put that on your calendar. So now let's get to our Magnificent 7, brought to you by Molly Manufacturing. These are the 7 big winners of round 8 last night, including Jess Pope with an 88.5, and this came at a really good time.
I'm telling you, and man, what a great ride. This guy, he can't falter here in Las Vegas. He brings it every night.
Yeah, he's getting stronger. He also leads the average right now. Bridger Anderson got his second go-around win of the week.
With the fastest run to do it with, 3.3, great run.
Fantastic run, Team Rope, and this is the fastest time ever.
3.3 again. These guys, they were a little quiet for a minute, but now they're coming, and they're 4th in the average. They're not coming quietly now.
They're bringing it. And a big night in bronc riding last night. Brody Crest, 87.5. He's won the aggregate 3 times, and he's in position to do that again. And then here comes Sage Newman, number 1 for most of the season. He's fallen behind in that aggregate. Needed a win. He's going to split the win. Montana goes crazy. And then Zeke Thurston continues to stay number 1 in the world, number 1 in the average. It's his to lose, and it's his to win. Let's talk tie down.
It was a weird night of tie-down roping for sure. We're not going to see this pin of calves again, but Hunter came out on top, 7.4, great run, showed what a veteran he is, and he can still get it on.
Oh, and the barrel racing, how about this? It got big time for a 5-year-old horse and the greatest of all time in terms of money won.
Well, it doesn't matter how old they are when you've got her on them, man. She can make anything function, but this Jarvis was getting it on last night for sure.
You put together all her money this year. She won over $1 million. That was Cassie Mowry. This is Tristan Hutchings. He's been quiet, but somebody woke him up last night.
Yeah, they did. Great ride, great ride. What a way to end the night right there.
It sure was a spectacular night. Every round has been off the charts, amazing, and it has certainly been one that we're looking forward to seeing just who can pull it all off, win those championships. All right, let's talk specifically about saddle bronc riding, a little bit of bareback riding, and Butch Knowles is our expert. Last night, that 3-way tie for first has got all the storylines in one, Butch.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, how this is all folding out? Tonight we have the big eliminator pin, and that really changes the story in a lot of things. But when you look at those guys on top, Zeke, Sage, Cade Bruno, Brody Crest, he's kind of in the conversation. They are all doing their job. Sage Newman has had number 1 in the world quite a bit this year, and last night he needed a big ride to keep the heat on Zeke, and that's what he put together. And everybody thought, look out now, that's what he was looking for. When you watch this ride, great markup. This horse is going to have a big swoop right there, and then Newman just absolutely owned him for 8 seconds. That was as pretty as it gets.
Well, it sure was. The judges had a rough job last night, and then here comes Zeke Thurston. He has been spot on, in my opinion, Butch.
Yeah, he really has. Zeke Thurston, I compare him to Jess Pope in the bareback riding. They just do not make mistakes in any one of these different pins. There's a good look at Brody Crest. He was winning the go-around. He just thought, oh, man, how do you get around this guy? Zeke Thurston coming off that big Canadian win a few weeks ago, carried it right into here. He is so dominating. Right now, it's his to lose, in my opinion, but it is so tight between he and Sage and Cade. There's only $300 separating he and Sage, but that average place, that tells the story right there, Justin. First for Zeke. You can look at 4th for Cade. He's in a good position, but that 7th place spot for Sage Newman, that's going to come back and bite him if things don't change tonight. And, of course, Brody Crescent. How about young Damian Brennan? He's been fantastic.
Everything is just lining up here, Butch. In terms of that eliminator pin, who's got the best horse?
I don't think you can call him any of the best horse.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. But I heard that Cade Bruno has a horse that bucked Zeke off up there at the Canadian Finals, and he's something else.
All right, let's talk about Jess Pope. Just when he needed to separate himself from Keenan Hayes, he did that with a go-around win last night.
Yeah, he is putting the heat on Keenan. He and Clayton Bigelow both, but Jess Pope, number 1 in the average. That's almost $80,000. Keenan Hayes is number 2 in the average, so that's really important, and he has to maintain that spot. We're going to see, he's a young bareback rider. Doesn't look like pressure bothers him, but there is so much pressure now trying to win this world title. And he's got a lot of it breathing down his neck. You look at Clayton Bigelow right there. He's right behind him, about 40-some thousand. Jess Pope's about 50,000 behind him. So the average, again, we're paying attention to it, and we're going to see who stubs their toe first.
All right, I'm going to just run one right at you between the
Once
eyes here.
everything's
Does Keenan Hayes keep that number 1 spot
I'll
through
start
10
working
rounds?
on my thesis.
You know what? I think he will. I've been watching him, and I thought probably he would, maybe something would shake loose before now. I think now he's got a vision, and looks like it's going to be his.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Great insight. Butch Knowles, looking forward to that. In the meantime, our stage has gotten pretty crowded with some real heroes. We've got to meet a lot of celebrities this week, and we always do here at the Wrangler NFR. But when you bring up the 12 strong guys, the guys who battled for us, who gave us freedom, went to Afghanistan, rode some wild horses, made a movie, and saved the day like Roy Rogers used to. Mark Nooch, welcome to the NFR.
Hey, thank you for having us here.
Man, oh man, what a story, what a movie, and you guys continue to be 12 strong.
Yeah, we got the guys that did that here behind me. Appreciate the NFR bringing us out here to enjoy the National Finals Rodeo tonight. What an honor, thank you. Getting to meet some great Americans out here last couple days in Las Vegas.
I've always said that soldiers and cowboys have a lot in common. You're from Kansas, you're both.
I am. I grew up on a cattle ranch and rodeoed through Little Britches High School and college, so then went into the Army. But who knew riding horses were going to pay off in such a way right after 9/11.
Yes.
So these guys did an amazing job. We had our own buck-out show every morning. It was a little frosty, and I wish we had some video to share with y'all. It was these guys standing behind me 21 days riding horses.
Wow, and I watched the movie, and I know Hollywood can, really sensationalize some stuff, but nothing like what you guys did over there. But when y'all came up to this situation, how many of y'all had ever been on horses or grew up on horses?
We had myself and a couple other guys had been on horses, and then Paul here, our team sergeant, he assured me we got this. We've had quarter horse training. They threw a quarter in the mechanical machine in front of the Kmart. These guys did an amazing job cowboying up. The U.S. Army had not ridden horses since 1942, so we're OJT, figuring out how to carry your rifle, carry your gear. You're kind of top heavy, and you're riding this pretty rank stallion over some of the world's ruggedest terrain.
And not the best of saddles, I'm assuming.
Yeah. All that. But we're breaking gear, saddles, just overcoming and adapting. These guys back here, I can't say enough about them and everything they've been through and done for our country.
You guys continue to work together, travel together, make appearances together like you have here today. That is a unique bond.
Yeah, very, very special bond. Staying in touch with these guys, we've been very fortunate. We lost some teammates along the way, and too many of them, and continue to lose some.
What's the vision now? What's your goals? How do you want to impact the world from now on?
I wasn't prepared for that one today. It's a little short one. It's just bringing people together. We got a little bourbon company now called Horse Soldier Bourbon, and I love bringing people together. We may have left one here for you guys to spice up on the show a little bit, but
they won't be able to understand us tomorrow.
Bringing some people together.
That's good.
Reminding folks how united our country was on September 12th and the years after.
That's right. Good.
Well, I tell you what, your impact has already been felt. You've made a movie. It's just been great, and as an industry, are so proud of our military and everything that y'all have done. And there is no other industry behind you guys more than the Western industry, and we just thank you for your service.
We appreciate it very much.
In rodeo, it doesn't have to be the 4th of July to celebrate America. We do it every performance. Our values are God, family, and country, and every day we celebrate the military in this business. So when I tell you that it's an honor to have you guys at this event, especially on this stage with Trevor and me, this is a big deal. We mean it from the bottom of our hearts, and we're just glad that we can share your story and let people know that you're real, you really did what the movie said, and then some, and that you're here and you love a lot of the same stuff that we love here in rural America.
That's right. God bless America.
All right. Appreciate you guys very much. Mark, it has been
an honor.
Been an honor. So, how about it, everybody in the house here at the Cowboy Channel Bar?
Hey, let these guys see you. And make sure y'all get up there.
What a great round 9. What a great round 9. We appreciate it. All right, stick around, everybody. We'll continue the pre-show here on the Cowboy Channel. Round 9 is coming up. Thanks for being with us.
Thank y'all. Thanks for being part of it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a place.
Best ever saddle pads. The name speaks for itself.
Have you been searching for trailer parts? Well, go check out HuskyTrailers.com for their huge selection of in-stock trailer parts. From axle kits to lighting, wheels and brakes to suspension, we have it all covered. For more than 60 years, Husky's been keeping their customers traveling down the road safely. Shop online at HuskyTrailers.com and use code COWBOY for 5% off. That's HuskyTrailers.com. where everything ships for free. Husky Trailer Parts. Generations of trust delivered.
Rodeo fans, our next superstar out of the gate is making a name in a hurry. It's all about having that extra kick. I don't think the rest of the field is going to be catching up anytime soon. Look at the power. Look at the agility. Look at the steel. You want a winner, folks? Take a look right here. This champion knows how to make it look easy. Wow, what a ride. Fans, we know you love Tough. Mahindra.
Our tough-to-beat deals are here. Get 0% and no payments for 90 days on all tractors.
This Pro Box has enough seed to plant 125 acres of corn. Now, if you wanted to put 40 pounds of nitrogen on those acres, you'd need 1,200 gallons of anhydrous, or 1,500 gallons of UAN, or 5 tons of urea. What if you had the nitrogen you need already on seed? Pivot Bio is the first company to apply nitrogen on seed. The nitrogen you need, now on seed, from Pivot Bio.
Cowboying is in our blood. Cowboying is in our bruises. It's in our rain-soaked jackets. In our calloused hands, tested by barbed wire and rope. Our mud-stained boots to the crown of our Resistol hat. You live out west for even the shortest time, and there's one thing you learn. You can't pretend out here. Resistol. We live it every day.
The innovative all-purpose corral from Massey Manufacturing features a rugged yet lightweight design that means you can easily transport and set this corral up anywhere.
We have a customer with a testimonial that told us that they picked up 24 bulls in 7 different pastures in one day. With that much flexibility, you can't go wrong with this portable corral.
One corral, endless possibilities. Find out more at MollyMFG.com.
Well, they're starting to file in the old Thomas and Mack, and we're going to for 12 years after this year. Big contract extension. Welcome back to the 2023 Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Joe Beaver joins us. Last night, the records just keep falling around here, especially in the team roping.
In the team roping last night, the 3-3 looked easy. First team out. And he said he was worried about winning the go-around. I said, T-Wade, you don't really have to worry about winning the go-around at 3-3 because they've only done it once or twice here, and we've been here a long time. But that just kind of jump-started them for that gold buckle race because, Trevor, they hadn't won much money.
Watch the way Thorpe is able to change his delivery right there. That is something. He's like a contortionist right here. That's why they're 3-3 right there.
Yep.
He was able to come out of that swing and do everything with everything that happened on that heel shot was all delivery right
watch,
there.
I mean, you talk about an old stall. I mean, it's almost like an old stall, but when he whipped it down there legal. But right here, when he got tight, he let T-Way get face off that wall.
Nope.
And I mean, 3-3's just doing it. Randy Ward, these guys, you just call it the other night. I think Andrew Ward, he's crazy. He's just going at him like nothing to it.
He is roping so sharp. These guys, like I say, they've always caught the biggest percentage of the steers as anybody in rodeo, and now they're doing it very fast.
They had one little stumble, but they still maintain a top 2 position in that aggregate. They've won it before. Here's the number 1 team, and it was a scary situation for these
that
guys.
white steer jumped that powder right there. It made his target move a little bit. I'm going to take up for Begay, but how he got it off at the back end, that looked like that was going to take 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, no, this is huge in the average.
Huge. And the gold buckle race.
Well, yeah, I mean, they go hand in hand. I didn't see that. I didn't see that jump that he had last night.
He had just a little hop right there over that powder.
But if anybody's going to be able to manipulate a rope off of a steer,
it's Derek Begay.
And he didn't even have to do it around mesquite trees. He's got more wild cattle situations than anybody in the world.
And who do you want to have heel one in a pasture?
Exactly.
Coulter Todd. So it was a great run for them to maintain that average, which is so important.
Because our hearts drop when it happened, because
When
you're
it
thinking,
hit, I was like,
and the
it's
way
not coming off.
It's not supposed to come off.
That's right.
All right, so here's the projected world standings. Andrew Ward and Buddy Hawkins, if they can stay in that number 2 position, the aggregate could leapfrog everybody. But we've got a real race. All of these guys are players here with 2 rounds left.
60 grand left in the go-arounds, not counting the aggregate money. It's anybody's game for sure.
Pro Hats bringing you the headers, now the healers, and we may very well, Trevor, have a split partnership in this world title race.
When it gets this close, it's really hard for it not to fall that way, because there's so many different scenarios.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of money left. There's only 2 rounds, but I mean, 60,000 in the rounds, and depending on where they're coming in the average, it's.
I will say this: Clint Summers and Jake Long have a steer that they've been 3 on twice again. So you can't count them out. Go around at a time.
Yeah, they're 7th in that average. They got to keep doing what they're doing and win go-rounds. And if they do, they're going to break some more records for the most go-arounds as well. Let's go to some tie-down roping. And this has been equally spectacular.
This guy right here, he may not win the world championship, Trev, but he is not going to give up, and he's not going to let him have it very easy.
Yeah, if he doesn't win the world championship, it's just because Riley earned it. Because that's what's so hard to watch is neither one of them falter, and they've had great years, and they come in here and just keep doing it in the Thomas and Mack. But this guy's impressed me so much.
Well, and we saw him win a world championship first year in. This looks like the same kid, and I mean, yeah, he may not work, but this Riley Webb, he's not backing off either. So it's going to be if or who falters first is not going to be the world champion. And if they don't, either one, it's going to be one great race we got to watch.
The thing these 2 guys have in common, they both made a horse switch after round 1, but they can because they prepared themselves. They have as good a horses as anybody in the field.
You've got to have a good one if you want to win.
Riley Webb has been so quiet, as he always is. But Haven's been getting all the headlines. But right underneath in the small print has been Riley Webb the whole time, so the race is still on. Here's the projected world standings right here. And Riley came in with that huge lead, and he's going to need it to keep up with Haven.
Well, it's going to be not small print if it stays like it is, because he's going to win the world championship, and it's his to lose. And in that position, you want the last go-around to come on because you're ready.
Shad Mayfield he's had some bad luck. He's done a lot of things right the last 2 rounds. Some calves that should have stayed tied down. This should have been the arena record. They get up.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Man, that was as good a run. There's 0 flaws. And in his defense, any other calf would have stayed down. Look how he stood up on it. I don't know that there's very many Rapanahuis that will let you have a calf stand up on it like that.
Last night, they were stacked a little bit. If you watch when he crossed them right here, he's got them stacked, and he pulls the hui kind of across. But that other night in the Rapanahui, that's as good a run as you could possibly make.
This one, he didn't even get on his horse hardly.
That calf was already up, yeah.
I don't know if that has, I saw the legs stacked, and I don't know if the calf was sucking his legs in or if he was in a bind having to put such a weird press on those legs that they almost came forward a little bit.
In a bind. If you watch him all week, he's never had his weight on his right side. And I think there's a reason for that. Whatever it may be, maybe soring his hips, might have pulled something, hurt something before he came, but he's not tying with the weight on his right side, so everything's pulling across, and that's causing loose ties and legs to move.
But I tell you, he doesn't even have to do anything any different. I mean, both those calves want it up, but now that we get towards the end of the week, they put so many Rapanahuis on these calves, and they've got up right after the 6 seconds, and so then they kind of get used to that, and they've beaten the untie guys up. So Rapanahuis are risky here towards the end.
You should know.
Hey, another storyline developing here, just a subplot. Haven Medjid is on pace to break the record for the fastest 10 head. If he has 9.6 or faster on his last 2, he will. And he may just blow away the old record of 80.1 with Shane Hansen.
I said that after the 6th round. I said, if he keeps doing this, he might break the record. But it was a little early for me to be – I was thinking outside my head. I thought, no way, because the record is fast. But
really
he's going to do it.
Really fast. Yeah, he's going to probably blow that away. His longest time has been an 8.1. Everything else has been in the 6 and 7.
See, if you're out there in tie-down roping world, that's just stupid.
That is crazy. Thank you, guys. We got to go to the red carpet. We got some VIPs and a lovely young lady to introduce them to the world.
Why, thank you so much, Justin. Yeah, joining me on the red carpet now is Gary Batten, the chief of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. Thank you so much. I know you have great partnerships throughout this industry, but go into why the Western lifestyle, the rodeo industry means so much to Choctaw Nation.
Well, one is, first of all, we always say in Choctaw Nation is faith, family, and culture. The rodeo program, PRCA, is all about families. They're all about making sure they say a prayer, and they're also very much in line with us when we say we want to honor our veterans. So that alignment, and not only what they do, we always say that way of life. And everybody goes through struggles, tribulation. Our Tushkas means warriors. That's who we are. That's who the Cowboys are as well. And we are aligned very much in our values, and we're so thankful for the partnerships that we have with PRCA and all the things that we do here and what we stand for.
Well, absolutely. Thank you so much for being on the red carpet to chat with me. I know we see our bullfighters out in the arena with their Choctaw jerseys on, so we're really appreciative of everything you do for our industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, love that. Back to you, Justin.
Thank you, Kirby. Looking good on that red carpet, girl. We appreciate that. Almost as good as this guy right here. Larry the Cable Guy is in the house.
Get her done. That's right. How come you don't tell me I look good on the red carpet?
I was getting to that. I don't even know how you didn't end up on the red carpet with us. How'd you end up with us anyway, slumming over here?
Pat Gotch told me I had to come up here and bring some eye candy to the table up here.
Well,
he goes, man, I've got some ugly announcers. Trevor and Justin, you got to get up there for these ladies. They got to look at something.
He was headed to the red carpet, and I dangled this out there for a minute.
Absolutely. I got to say, so I go down to Bowie, Texas, and we stop at this big old Western wear store.
Yes.
Every daggum saddle, buckle, trophy, everything he's ever won is right there in that. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's the Trevor Brazil Shrine. That's where people go to worship.
They go, he donated some of his saddles, and you ought to go see us down at the Western Runner store. So I go, yeah, we'll go walk and see some of his buckles and stuff. It's like a whole wing of the daggum store. You walk in, there's like, what is there, 70 saddles?
Yeah, it's like a city within a city.
I'm going to have to get my oil and my rag out and go clean them again. Going through there, touching everything.
That was impressive. Looked like
Thank
Foxworthy's house.
I tell you what's impressive. This guy, speaking of Foxworthy, the news is out. This guy is going to enter the steer wrestling at the Cheyenne Frontier Days, and Jeff Foxworthy is going to do the hazing this summer.
That's right. I figured I'd go ahead and start, turn 60, I might as well start jumping off horses. I mean, what a better time to do it than when you're 60. I still got a firm jaw, firm muscular buttocks.
You love rodeo, though, seriously.
Oh, I love it. We come out here every year. We watch the last three. We like to watch the last three, go to Cowboy Christmas, get all the Christmas gifts. Yeah, we love it. We've been coming out here forever. As a matter of fact, my wife has a buckle on. That's the very first year they televised the NFR, I think 1975.
Yep.
And she's got that buckle on. She's had that ever since she's a kid.
You've had a world championship buck and bull. You've done a lot of things. You're a friend of the Cowboy Channel and RFD TV, and we sure appreciate you coming by.
I'll tell you what, Cowboy Channel has been really awesome for rodeo, and we sit at home and we watch it all the time. I mean, you can't watch much on TV anymore with your family. So this is something we can sit down and we can watch and enjoy, and man, we love it. We love rodeo, love hanging out, seeing Trevor, love seeing Justin. It's awesome. Pat's done a good job with this, and man, it's been growing and growing. It's crazy.
Well, we're glad to have you here. We're honored. Love getting to see your family here. And Larry the Cable Guy, everybody, here at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Stick around. Pre-show continues. Round 9 is tonight in this sleepy little city they call Las Vegas.
The best trailer hitch doesn't need to stay put. It's a hitch when you need it and a level bed when you don't. Proudly made in America from American steel. Because you use your truck for more than towing. The Turnover Ball by B&W.
Thank you so much for all the cards and letters and your compliments for my daughter and my grandchildren. On behalf of all of us, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thanks for watching RFD TV, Rural Radio, the Cowboy Channel, and the Cowgirl Channel.
Hi, I'm Trevor Brazil. My name's Corey Kuntz. Hi, I'm Gina Nogueira.
I'm Luke Brown.
Hi, I'm Tyler Wade. I'm Caleb Driggers. Miles Baker. Wesley Thorpe. Paul Eves. Patrick Smith. We ask so much out of our horses that recovery is crucial, and that's why I use Equinety. I've been doing this a long time. What I have in common with these ropers is we all trust Equinety.
I feed Equinety because I want to give my horses any edge.
My horse. My horse.
My horse.
My horse.
All my horses have the Equinety edge.
You may not know, but every single band that comes out here to Pasadena will march and play their hearts out for 5.5 miles.
Craftsmanship is created little by little, day by day. It comes from experience, it is learned on the job, and is driven from passion. Every detail shapes it, every trial makes it stronger, every triumph gives it quality. It's who we are, where we come from, what we believe. It's how we live our lives. Skill and artistry, integrity and pride are built into every windmill ceiling fan.
Every December, the best in rodeo gather in Vegas. It's 120 of the top rodeo athletes set against the backdrop of the sports and entertainment capital of the world. And you never know who you'll meet. From the best in rodeo to the best in Vegas, anything is possible in December. Legacies and memories are made in Vegas.
Ram makes trucks for everyone. Like those with holiday spirit. And those with not so much. We make trucks for good Samaritans, good neighbors, and even people covered in tree sap. Whatever life you live this holiday, Ram has a truck for you.
During the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, get 10% below MSRP plus no monthly payments for 90 days on virtually all 2023 Ram light duty and heavy duty trucks.
Cowboys and cowgirls everywhere call it the daddy of them all. Held in the largest outdoor arena on earth with the world's best bucking horses and bulls. Hold on tight for Cheyenne Frontier Days. The most coveted prize in professional rodeo. For over a century, it's where legends have been made. CFDrodeo.com. See you in Cheyenne.
The pre-show on the Cowboy Channel is proud to be brought to you by Massey Manufacturing. All-purpose corral. That is one of the newest additions to Las Vegas. That is the Sphere, and it is large and illuminating. And we had Larry the Cable Guy last segment. We've got Rip from Yellowstone here in this segment. No, I'm sorry. That's Luke Brinkley. No, I know you don't get that.
Not very often.
Oh, you do, too.
I was wondering what look he was going for.
Exactly. Yeah, that's definitely it. You know, when I stood next to him, I was that much taller and that much wider in real life, you know. But
well,
I still get that often.
Well, we're glad to have you, Rip. Let's talk about some steer wrestling. There's a guy put the rip on him last night, and some guys are not letting off the gas, and that's got Dalton Massey looking in his rearview mirror.
Yeah, Dalton Massey with that barrier, it didn't hurt him because he's still going at every one of these steers, and he is so impressive. He has one tonight that he can place on and extend that lead, but it all starts with the barrier, or getting the start. This is something you don't expect from Dalton Massey right here. That steer tried him on, but one thing I appreciate about Dalton is he was never quit. He never quit. He never gave up right here.
Oh, my gosh. I saw it last night, and I keep watching thinking, how is he going to hang on to him? And I know how the story ends, and I still think he's going to get away.
Well, there was no quit in that guy right there.
Here's the projected world standings. If you factor in the aggregate bonus, remember, number one of the aggregate gets $80,000, and that's where Tyler Wagaspat, Dakota Eldridge, all those guys have the advantage.
Yeah, they do, but when you're in first place and that guy right behind you, Tyler Wagaspak, that is a place you don't want him. Now, he has a steer that they didn't place on, but you have Stan Branco, who has been on a tear, and then Dakota Eldridge. But if Dakota's going to want to be in this race, he's going to have to do it in the next 2 rounds.
Have you seen the draw tonight? Who's got the best chances going forward?
Well, so J.D. Struckness has probably the best steer in the pen tonight. Tyler Wagsback, like I said, has a steer they've been 4-4 on in the 6th round. A little bit, tries a little bit, but Dalton Massey has a steer that he could keep moving ahead in that go-around and get more money won. So look for Dalton Massey to be fast tonight and extend that lead.
Yeah, okay, we're looking forward to that. He needs to. That lead is only $40,000, and Wagsback is set to get about double that much money in that aggregate, maybe, or thereabouts. He can certainly gather up that difference of $40,000. Luke, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right. We appreciate that. And right now, let's get to Katie Lucas and Justin Sports Medicine.
Dr. Tandy Freeman joining me now in our Justin Sports Medicine room. Tandy, we saw a big wreck last night when Leighton Green's horse went down. What is the status on him today?
Well, Leighton actually had an injury to his chest. One of the ribs got subluxed where it attaches to the spine. He's pretty sore, but he's competing.
We'll definitely be looking out for him in the saddle bronc riding. T. Parker saddled a couple rounds, but you tell me he's feeling better and he'll return to competition.
T has an unstable shoulder on round, whichever it was, 6, I guess. He had an episode where the shoulder came out, went back in. He also hurt his elbow on that same ride, but he was just unable to do what he needed to do with the shoulder. So he was out for 1 round because of the injury and another round based on the rules, the ground rules here. If you miss 1, you got to miss 2. He's back for the last 2, hopefully.
What have you guys done the last couple rounds to make sure that he can come back to competition?
Well, mostly it's been trying to get the soreness out of it, restore the muscles in terms of their function around it so that he can protect himself. He'll be taped to help as well. And a big part of it's him getting his confidence back in the shoulder, too.
Well, I know that's something that you do so well with our Justin Sports Medicine team, providing a lot of confidence for our contestants to continue to compete despite great injuries.
Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. Donnie Gay joins us right now here talking about bull riding, and bull riding has not been a disappointment, especially when you consider what Kai Hamilton and Sage Kimzey. Sage strikes again last night.
Absolutely, and he's going to strike again. Maybe if he rides his bull tonight, he'll win first place, most likely. But Kai Hamilton, Josh Frost, Cody Teal, they all have something to say about this. But, just pull your hat down tight and get on the front edge of your seat because it's going to be good.
Let's go to last night, and Sage Kimzey split 2nd and 3rd with Jordan Hansen with an 88 on red lipstick for Moxa.
I tell you, most guys buck off right there. He doesn't. There's the difference. Everybody can make a good 6-second bull ride, but when this bull is fading out through there, this guy has some instincts that most people don't have, and this guy right here is showing you that it's all human. Okay. He's got a broken rib, but he just gets bucked off this bull. A lot of power. We're going to see another pen of bulls tonight, just like those that were out last night.
Wow, he is human. I was beginning to wonder if he was or if he was not. I'm glad to see him walk out under his own power. Projected world standings, and Kai Hamilton wins by a landslide. Looks to me like.
I don't keep up with the stats. I wait until it's all over and somebody will say, hey, you got the buckle. Come on out here. We're going to see one of those guys. It's going to be Kai Hamilton or Sage Kimzey. Josh Frost still has a great shot at it. But we got 2 more nights. I mean, that's could be $200,000. There's the potential of it.
That's the hardest thing to keep up with because the bull riding doesn't play by the rules. I mean, you can kind of keep it up with all these other events, but when you take an eliminator round or a really tough pen of bulls, the money is there's no way to track it. You don't know.
There is, but the detraction as far as the big pile of money tonight's bulls, I think they ride at least 6 tonight.
Well, here's my prediction right now before we go to the matchups. Here's the deal. Sage Kimzey is going to have to ride both his bulls and everybody buck off, and he get lots of ground money in order to catch Kai Hamilton. And Kai Hamilton is fixing to break some records in terms of the annual earnings record and the earnings at an NFR, single NFR.
And he's got a really good bull tonight.
Let's talk about that bull.
Well, Kai Hamilton, doesn't really matter. The bull he's got drawn usually takes one jump, goes to the left away from his hand, but he's riding bull's left a little more efficiently than he is right. You saw him come down off that one last night that turned back right into his hand. Well, I think that's a little bit of that broken rib issue is what I think.
All right, so thank you, Donnie. Sage Kimsey up against Big Bank from Universal. Kai Hamilton has got Speed Test from Generations Pro Rodeo. That's the bull riding more pre-show, getting ready for the big show in just a few moments. Oh! I wouldn't even notice.
Peace on earth and goodwill to men. From my family to yours, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And once again, thank you for watching and supporting RFD TV, Rural Radio, the Cowboy Channel, and the Cowgirl Channel.
Preferred, America's #1 name in ranch and rodeo.
Nutrition is my passion. My formulas come from over 50 years of experience. Every product contains my unique blend of micronutrients. My focus is health from the inside out.
The National Finals Rodeo is in full swing, and you can watch every performance with Cowboy Channel Plus. Subscribe to our Everything We've Got package and get an entire year of rodeo with over 950 live performances, including the NFR for only $119.99. Sign up and get more bang for your bucks with Cowboy Channel Plus and start watching the Cowboy Channel today.
Rodeo fans, our next superstar out of the gate is making a name in a hurry. It's all about having that extra kick. I don't think the rest of the field is going to be catching up anytime soon. Look at the power. Look at the agility. Look at the steel. You want a winner, folks? Take a look right here. This champion knows how to make it look easy. Wow, what a ride. Fans, we know you love tough. Mahindra.
Our tough-to-beat deals are here. Get 0% and no payments for 90 days on all tractors.
Winston Churchill once said that the outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man. And while I have always found this to be true, I have come to learn that the inside of a few great horses can shape someone's entire life. Don't ever say you can't. You can do it today. Remember this moment and remember the ride.
Have you ordered your 2023 NFR trading card set? Do you wish you could buy just the qualifiers for your favorite event? Now you can. All 15 qualifiers for all 8 events. Only available at the Cowboy Channel booth at Cowboy Christmas. Stop by, won't you?
Area is always raising the bar. If it's not right in the arena on the athletes at the highest level, it's just not good enough for their brand. And this futurity line was no different. 18 months of trial and error and just getting things fine-tuned and ready for the public. This booth is right in line with where the core Cowboys are right now. This is the booth for them.
Welcome back. Time to talk barrel racing. Janie Johnson joins us. Last night was not a disappointment. She does it again.
Brittany Posey Tanazi clenches her 3rd world title last night. She clocked an amazing run, the fastest time she has ever ran inside the Thomas and Mack to really get it done, and what a great night for her. Justin, we've been watching this graphic all week long. She has just blown the record out of the water, over $427,000. I think she's easily going to crack $500,000 and $500,000. And you know what? The thing about Brittany, she is not going to be slowing down for these next 2 rounds. She's very, very close to cracking breaking the average record here at the NFR. If she can be a 13.92 or faster these next 2 rounds, she's going to surpass the average record that Jordan Briggs set in 2021.
And what's her longest time so far? It hasn't even been 13.9 yet. Yeah, 9. So
if she stays
that's
the course,
very doable for her.
We got to go. Thank you, Janie. A lot to look forward to. Round 9 coming your way. Opening ceremonies. We'll see you in the post show.
The Cowboy Channel's opening ceremonies are brought to you by American Hat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, presented by Teton Ridge.
Well, friends, at this and every rodeo across this great nation, there's a special way that we like to start. Tradition that we continue to carry on, and that is to go to our Lord and Father in a word of prayer. Lord, we come to you on this night, and we offer our gratitude. We thank you for giving a venue where we can celebrate this sport and the Western way of life. Tonight, as these cowboys and cowgirls chase the passions and the pride that you put in their heart, we ask that you be with each and every one of them. Protect those rodeo athletes and the livestock that they compete on as they chase those championship dreams. When this day is done, be with us. Take us back to our friends and our families and those that we love most. And as always, we thank you for the greatest gift that you've given us. That is the gift of your Son, Jesus. For it's in his precious and holy name that I pray. Amen.
Amen. Tonight, Zell Davis brings our American flag. The colors that never run and never will. 247 years strong, purchased with a sacrifice at the altar of freedom. Friends, as we stand together shoulder to shoulder here tonight, what do you say we give our American flag a nice, warm Las Vegas welcome?
To honor America and perform our national anthem, the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation is proud to welcome a performer selected by the fans and an American Idol alum from Vancouver, Washington. This is Brittany Kellogg.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang loud, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Fantastic job, Miss Brittany Kellogg, with our national anthem. Tonight's opening act is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. Please welcome multi-award-winning singer, songwriter, and actress who dominated the 2023 ACM Awards with the titles of Female Vocalist of the Year and Album of the Year. This is Lainey Wilson.
Face the rolling thunder. High five generations, blazing a trail through barbed wire and valleys and overgrown dales. I'm barefoot and bareback and born tough as nails. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm 4/5 the reckless and 1/5 the jag. I push like a daisy through old sidewalk cracks. Yeah, my kind of crazy still run at its courses. Wildflowers and wild horses. It's in the water in my veins. That breath of heaven falls like rain. So I'm taking care of either way. Make something out of how I make till I hit you right on Warrior's train. High five generations, a blazing a trail through barbed wire and valleys and overgrown dales. I'm barefoot and bareback and born tough as nails. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm 4/5 the reckless and 1/5 the jag. I push like a daisy through old sidewalk cracks. Yeah, my kind of crazy still running its courses with wildflowers and wild horses. High five generations, a blazing a trail through barbed wire and valleys and overgrown dales. I'm barefoot and bareback and born tough as nails. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm 4/5 the reckless and 1/5 the jag. I push like a daisy through old sidewalk cracks. Yeah, my kind of crazy, still running its courses with wild hours, wild horses. Yeah, my kind of crazy, still running its courses with wildflowers and wild horses. Wild horses.
Let's give a Las Vegas thank you to Lady Wilson.
If you didn't see round number 8, take a look at what you've been missing.
Opening ceremonies each and every night at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, brought to you by our friends at Boyd Gaming, a longtime partner here with us in Las Vegas.
Well, pal, what do you say we meet the 4 flags that make it happen? The PRCA, the largest and oldest sanctioning body of professional rodeo in the world, teaming up with the WPRA and the Cowgirls of Barrel Racing.
Now it's the banners of Las Vegas Events and the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame.
Bright lights, big city, but tonight, Las Vegas is a cowboy town.
Now let's meet them, starting with the banner of Australia and Kai Hamilton.
Here comes Junior Negate in Brazil.
Canada 10 strong and Zeke Thurston.
Sweet Home Alabama, Nelson Wyatt.
Here's Arizona and Coulter Todd.
Daisy Matthews in Arkansas.
The banner of Colorado, Miss Jordan Briggs.
Dustin Agaskiza in the sunshine of Florida.
Caleb Driggers in Georgia.
Dave Bruno in Idaho.
To the Midwest, to Iowa and Wyatt Casper.
Thank you, Trey Holston, Kansas.
Louisiana, Shane Hatchie.
Minnesota, J.D. Struxness.
There's Mississippi and Will Loomis.
Bull Rider Creek Young in the Show Me State of Missouri.
There's the Gray Pony and Sage Newman of Montana.
Chad Mayfield in New Mexico.
We take you to North Dakota with the big boy Bridger Anderson.
Coleman Proctor in Oklahoma, 11 strong for the Sooner State.
Take you to the great Northwest with Oregon and Dalton Massey.
Luke Brown in the Palmetto of South Carolina.
Here's South Dakota. That's
and Riley Lev says hello from Texas. 31 cowboys and cowgirls strong, Longhorn cattle, Blue Bonnet Clover, and they are in the house as the eyes of Texas are upon you.
Here's your neighbors from Utah and Josh Frost.
Nick Guy in Wisconsin.
The Cowboy State of Wyoming and Tanner Butner.
California, here we come with Brush Mitten.
The hosting soil of Nevada and Dakota Eldridge.
The First Lady of Professional Rodeo. Say hello to Miss Rodeo America, Kennedy Riggs.
And up on the big screen, Miss Rodeo Canada, Mackenzie Skeels.
119 of the world's greatest rodeo athletes before you here tonight. Round number 9 as we get ready to duke it out. The table is set. As they look at our fans, we take this opportunity to say thank you and welcome with the tip of our Resistol hats. It's time to get the show on the road.
It's time to get the show on the road. Gotta make it out to Vegas to the NFR.
Wow, get ready for a photo finish. Round number 9 of the National Finals Rodeo. Our coverage brought to you by Mahindra. And it's, well, we have 8 rounds in our rearview mirror. We have 2 rounds still ahead of us and 2 very determining rounds, if you will. It's going to be a ton of fun. Again, another sold-out crowd here at Thomas and Mack as they get ready for what I think is maybe the most interesting go-around out of all 10. Jeff Metters, Pro Rodeo Hall of Famer, Butch Knowles, I call it the witching hour. Anything can happen in round 9. We've seen some crazy stuff.
You know, it's crazy. When this rodeo started, in all the events, there were like 4 or 5 events that it looked like you could not catch the leader. They had the biggest leads I think I've ever seen coming here. Now, there's only one event that's in the books, and the rest of them, it all starts in round number 9. It's going to be so much fun. Keenan Hayes, he's of course in the lead in the bareback riding, but he has got a couple guys right behind him, Clayton Bigelow and Jess Pope. Dalton Massey, he needs to win the next 2 rounds. It is not over till it's over.
I love what Joe Beaver said last night. He said, you know, I can handle round 10. It's just getting through round 8 and round 9. That was the hard stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Boy, and it can come unwound. You can put 8 solid rounds together, lay a roadmap for a world championship, and it can come unwound on a Friday night in Las Vegas. You saw the batting order there for the bareback riders, and it's been fun to watch here. Jacob Lees, he's been good. He's won about $80,000+. He's a guy that just barely made it in to the National Finals Rodeo. He had to ride like a veteran in those last couple hours of rodeo's regular season, and he did it. And I tell you, that has made some headway for him in terms of the world standings. He's gone from 14th to number 9, sitting on about $200,000. He's had a very good first NFR.
Yeah, he really has. And you know, when he started out, he was really sick. About, the 3rd round to the 5th round, he wasn't feeling very good. Then he's got to be feeling a little better, and that always helps when you're coming in here trying to ride these ranked horses. The ones tonight aren't going to be the eliminators. There's a few in here that are going to be tricky. Jacobs got a horse called Gronk. They were 85.5 on this horse. This is a good chance again. Good spot in that average, and look at this. You wonder why he's here? That is a great ride. He is just getting stronger and stronger every night.
Like when the round it pays $30,000, almost $31,000. They pay 6 places. When the average is almost $79,000, they pay 8 places on that. That'll all be finalized tomorrow. What a good ride to kick it off. 84.5 points.
Yeah, it really was. He could have been 85.5 easy enough. That horse had some moves right out there. He did a great job on that spur out. I mean, you could not have made a better ride. 84.5. That's the bar now they're at.
Now Dean Thompson, he'll be next to go. He's another guy at his first ever National Finals Rodeo. He's a youngster. Jacob Lee's a little older, but he's up there like 27 years of age. Dean Thompson, 21. Won Hermiston, won Pendleton this year.
He's got a horse they were 85.5 on as well. Ditko Roper. Boy, look at this. Look how tight he is. How square with his upper body. His feet right to the rigging, way ahead of the horse. I mean, granted, a good horse to make that ride on, but you still have to do your part. Real aggressive mark out. Just full offense right there.
Rewarded, but not good enough to move him to the lead. 83 points the score there for Dean Thompson. He's 15th in the average, 15th in the world. He'll be chasing that $30,000 check tomorrow. Here comes Leighton Berry. He's getting an average check right now. He's number 6. in the world. He's splitting 4th and 5th in that average.
Yeah, great little horse here. William Wallace has been to the national finals 5 or 6 different trips. Boy, Barry's. He's fun to watch. He's got a great style. I mean, all these guys have great styles, but his is a little different. I really like watching him ride. This horse is kind of leaning back against the back of the chute. You know, you get these veteran horses, they know exactly what's going on. They can feel a guy slide up there and get ready to nod. There's the nod. Good mark out, William Wallace. There's those traditional ducks left, duck right. Good finish over. Oh, right at the end, I think he got just a little bit of trouble. Right through here was good. Here's the ducks, but he's so far ahead of him. See, his feet are in his neck before he lands and changes leads. See, you don't feel all that crossover with your rigging like that, but right at the end, he got a hair behind, right square in front of those judges. And he knows it. Yeah, you can see him walking back, and you're so disgusted with yourself. It's like running back in. I know I could do better right now.
82 for him. That's going to put Leighton in 3rd out of 3. Jacob Lee still on top. Warren Larson getting set. He's just been roughed up really for the 2nd straight NFR. He just kind of has taken a beating for the most part.
Yeah, he sure has. And he's got a horse, Keenan Hayes, was 85.5 on. So he does have a chance. And look at Warren Larson. I've been waiting for this ride all week long. Finish it in here, Warren. Good job. Good job. I mean, no one has hit the ground harder and took longer to get up than Warren Larson. And then to make that kind of ride in round number 9, that is amazing. That shows what these guys, they're so athletic. Got into his hand a little bit if you're going to get technical right there at the fence, but gets off on the pickup, man. We haven't seen that for a while, and he goes to the lead. We haven't seen that all week, so good for Warren.
That pickup, man, that's a little easier on that 32-year-old body that he's got there. So 85, he's on top. Richmond champion came in 15th in the world. He made 8 trips to the National Finals Rodeo. The first back in 2014. He missed in 22. He was on the kind of injured on the sidelines. He got star witness tonight from Stay Smith.
Yeah, you and I were at Sioux Falls, and he had a horse there. We're over in the chute and broke his sternum. Weren't even sure if he was going to make the NFR. So it's great to see him here, and he's been riding good. This horse takes a lot of jumping in 8 seconds. You got to stay down, stay tight. Did a great job staying even right there. Follow that horse around out there. He's left and right. See how quick he is? I mean, that's really cool. That's a great little horse, but I mean, those jumps are coming quick. Kick, jump, kick, jump. I mean, you just keep your chin down, beat him to the front end. Pretty ride, 84.5. Let's get him in there, what, split in second?
Yeah, we got a log jam there in those mid-80s, 85, 284.5s, and 83. Cole Reiner's been good. He's 6th in the average. He's 11th in the world. He's won 63,000. He's got catnap tonight.
Yeah, here's a horse. Now, I made a notation by this one because this is the horse Rocker Steiner had in this pen. And I just got done saying these are all nice horses. These guys going to have fun. This one was a handful. This was a true eliminator. I don't know if that was a weird trip, and I don't know why this horse went back into this particular pen unless that was just an exceptional great trip for him. I don't know. We're about to find out. Oh, much better. Now I see why he's in here. All right, this looked good, Reiner. Good job. Yeah, this is a good pin for him. That was just a weird trip with Rocker. 84.5, 85, I mean, is the lead right now, Warren Larson. And look at Cole. I mean, he is just making rides like this every single horse. Came here right now, 6th in the average. Going to hold that position, maybe move up. 85.5, he's going to go to number 1 all by himself. Great job for Reiner.
Had so much fun to watch him compete here at the National Finals Rodeo. Mason Clements, he's put on a show, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he found his
sure
mojo in Sioux Falls in that Governor's Cup, and man, he has cranked it up since then.
You know, I talk about momentum in all sports, and especially this one. To get hot right when he did, he came here with so much confidence. Another horse that takes a lot of jumps in 8 seconds. Good ride, perfect ride. But I mean, it's just, you're just up there and you're just going quick. None of that pretty hang up there. You're rigging with your feet, make it look classy. You got to get back to the front end really fast, get set for that next jump, Good ride, but compare that horse to a couple of the others. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him in that 85 area. Should hold his spot in the average, though.
Has gone from 11th in the world to number 7. He's split 4th in the average. 81.5 to score for Mason Clements. So Cole Reiner still in that top spot, 85.5 points. Glad to see Orrin Larson up there tied for 2nd at the moment. Tanner Ross, he's got a go-around win a little bit earlier this week. He split round number 6 with Jacob Lees, 87-point ride.
He's got a chance here. This is the horse that Leighton Berry won this round on. Great little horse. Should go off there kind of around to the left. Lots of kick, lots of timing, lots of hair. All right, Tanner. Straight down the pin tonight. Not going to make the circle right at the end. And I don't think it's as strong a trip as that horse had the first time. And you'll see that. The second time they buck him here, sometimes they don't buck quite as good. Still a great trip. Good timing. Tanner Ross. Watch that. You just watch everything. The upper body, what his feet are doing. 83.5. And, you know, that just wasn't the same trip. That's just the way it is in rodeo. One day is a little better than the others.
And projected world standings, the rookie Keenan Hayes continues to just dominate here, holding that spot. Look how much money he's won, $325,000.